Hello everyone, welcome to my book Digital Story. Okay, let me introduce myself first. My name is Nurul Asikin binti Yanko, and I'm going to review the book that I had chosen, which is Peter Pan and Wendy, or mostly known as Peter Pan in Disney version. The title of the book that I have chosen is Peter Pan and Wendy. This book was written by James Matthew Barrie and published by Charles Scribner Sand for United States version at New York City in 1911, and this book has 300 pages including cover and pictures of each chapter. This is a story about three darlings' child, which is Wendy, John, and Michael, who come across a magical boy which he never growing up called Peter Pan and his accompanying fairy, Tinkerbell. Peter comes to them as they sleep and tells them to come with him to Neverland, a magical place. Peter and darlings live with the lost boys in Neverland, with Wendy serving as mother to the boys. They play games and she cleans and cooks for them. When Captain Hook discovers a new mother from the Lost Boys, he wants to capture her to become the mother of the pirates. Sounds creepy, right? Peter Pan tries to save the missing boys after the pirate catches them. He fights Captain Hook after he sneaks into the ship and picks off a couple of the crew members. When Peter reveals Bad Figure, this satisfies Hook, so he allows himself to die. Meanwhile, the Lost Boys against the pirates who hate each other, and Peter Pan against darlings because they want to remain Wendy with each faction. This becomes conflict with the storyline, where there are incompatibilities between the pirates and the Lost Boys and between Peter and the darlings. Children use the pirate ship to sail back to Wendy's home, and the missing boys are rescued by the darlings. However, because of the aspect of growing up, Peter refuses to join them, but he makes a deal where Wendy comes back to Neverland for a week to do his spring cleaning. As time went by, Peter never showed up, and Wendy grew up, married, and got a daughter named Jane. Eventually, Peter returns to Wendy's place. He doesn't know the time is gone by and knows that Wendy is an adult now. He felt terrified at first, but he ended up making a deal to bring Jane, the Wendy's daughter, to adventure with him. The author describes this as continuing until Jane grows up and has children. Speak about character. The character I like the most in this story is Wendy. Even at a young age, but she can act like an adult for take care of her siblings and the lost boys at Neverland. And the writer also described her as very beautiful and kind person. After reading this book, a lot reminded me of my childhood, especially when Peter Pan refuses to join darlings and the lost boys to return home because he doesn't want to grow up. This is because when I moved from primary school to high school, so I was very sad and I want to stay at primary school forever. And I even told my mother that I didn't want to grow up. The book tells a lot about adventure, and I really love it, and I really enjoy every single part of the story. Besides that, this story has many lessons. For example, it's common for human beings to start from baby and to grow up, and of course, to stay young is every people's dreams, but both have their own advantages and disadvantages. So the best option is to not change anything and let everything go naturally. I highly recommend this book for everyone because this book really interesting and contain a lot of moral value. This book also suitable for all ages. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy with this Peter and Wendy book review.